The Viero family is all smiles because they're getting 4 lines of unlimited data with 2 free Apple iPhone SE for mom and dad and 2 free LG K31 smartphones for the kids, all for just $100 a month. They're saving so much, they're able to get Fido. Find out how you can too at Viero.com or your nearest Viero store. Viero Wireless, keeping you connected.
Plant seeds of safety around irrigation equipment. Here are some potential hazards. Avoid moving irrigation equipment on windy days. Never try to remove an irrigation pipe that is contacting a power line. Keep spray from irrigation systems away from power lines. Make sure wiring is always grounded properly. Stay away from irrigation systems during lightning activity. We should always promote safety in all fields of endeavor. This message is brought to you by Chimney Rock Public Power, your Touchstone Energy partner, the power of human connections.
We're back tonight on KDB.TV. That's right, TV coverage for some high school softball plus radio on 93.3 KMOR. Chris Cottrell joining the pregame show. We'll get it back to Jeff coming up here in just a few minutes. But we've got pregame coaches' comments right now with Gering softball coach Tim Gonzalez. Coaches' comments brought to you by The Zone at Scottsbluff Screen Printing. You can see Shane Wilson and his fine staff, and you'll be in The Zone all season long. Well, Coach, finishing up here things for the regular season. Final home game, and that always means one final opportunity for a group of seniors to kind of play in front of the home folks and get after it on your home diamond. So how important has this senior class been to you, Coach?
This senior class has been great. We've had some, I think we've got 3, and just, I can't say enough about all of them. They've all been really good for the program. They've been there 4 years, each of them, and so it'll be sad to see them go.
And I'll tell you what, one thing about the high school softball season, it starts and it ends pretty quickly. It's a short time frame and wrapping things up regular season here tonight. So I know when we spoke over at Gering Media Day at the high school before the season got started, you said you wouldn't be surprised if the team started a little slow. That's kind of been a little bit of a traditional type thing, but you always start to crank things into high gear as you get closer to district play in the postseason. How do you feel you guys are tracking as far as playing your best here down the stretch?
We're playing some good softball right now. I think we're still just got to put a few more things together, and then the girls will be right where they need to be. So we're working on that daily in practice, and tonight we're going to try a couple different things and just see how it works out. But again, yes, we're fine-tuned and ready for Monday.
Yep, one win away from win number 20 on the season. You were at Adams Central over the weekend. Saw Adams Central, Ord, and Cozad went 2-1. What type of competition level did you see there, and how important was that type of weekend, especially getting to play some teams you don't see like all the time, every week, every weekend?
That tournament was surprisingly great. There was a lot of good teams there. Adams Central was there, Hastings, St. Cecilia, Kearney Catholic, Wayne. And there was just a lot of talented teams there that are at the top, whether it's Class B or Class C. I was really surprised on what we saw, the level of competition. So that was a really great tournament to pick up for us, and especially at this time of the season. Usually we're setting 9 days in between, their Alliance game and our last game. So it was really nice to pick that up and to see that great competition.
One final regular season game here tonight. Look, it's been a struggle this year for Alliance, and so much of it comes down to if Alliance has a good pitcher on a yearly basis, they've been able to put out a good product. So clearly struggling a little bit in the circle. Record just 2-21. So what are you looking for from your team tonight? You want to go out with a bang for the seniors' final home game, but you also want to make sure you're doing some small things to get ready for next week with district starting on Monday. So as a head coach, what are you kind of focused on right now?
I'm focused on, we've had some injuries. Jess Brown really had a bad ankle at the beginning of the season, and just minor injuries here and there. Destiny Gonzalez got his thumb smashed at the Hastings tournament this past weekend, so it's all black and blue. So, yeah, we want to go out and put our best effort forward, and these seniors need to play a great game. It's their final game. It's their last home game that they'll play here, so I'm excited, but on the other hand, I'm a little sad for them. And we just want to stay safe, and we want to come out and just hit the ball well.
There you have it, some keys for tonight from Gering head coach Tim Gonzalez. Keys and just some things Coach is looking for, brought to you by Team Auto Center, home of that lifetime warranty, and you get that with every new vehicle purchase at Team Auto. Coach, appreciate the time here, and have some fun tonight with your team, and best of luck.
Thank you.
We'll come back with more right after this here on the Rural Radio Network.
Life has a way of throwing unexpected events.
Exceptional care, right here at home. That's the mission of Morrill County Community Hospital. Morrill County Community Hospital is a 20-bed critical access hospital that owns and operates clinics throughout Bridgeport, including specialty outreach clinics and Morrill County Home Health Clinic, as well as Chimney Rock Medical Center, located in Bayard. Our dedicated team is committed to you and our community every time at Morrill County Community Hospital, Bridgeport, Nebraska.
Welcome to Kelly's, home of the Valley's best selection of wine, spirits, and beer. Whether you're brand loyal to the tried and true brew or really enjoy trying something different and new, Kelly's has something for everyone. Family owned and operated, and right on your way on West 27th Street in Scotts Bluff. Kelly's Liquor. If you can't find it at Kelly's, it's not worth drinking.
Volleyball, here we go, softball contest here tonight. As you heard, final regular season game for the Gering Lady Bulldogs as they look for win number 20 on the year against only 9 losses. And the sub-district starts next week. And right now, the way that things shake out, of course, the team that is the highest in the power points will host that sub-district. And right now, that's looking like it's going to be over at Scotts Bluff. And Gering taking part in that sub-district along with Alliance, and Shadron will also be taking part in that sub-district, and Shadron and Scotts Bluff will play later tonight over in Scotts Bluff, so we'll see how that shakes out tonight, but the sub-district will start next week, probably most likely in Scotts Bluff. As we said, a little bit of a struggle for the Alliance Lady Bulldogs here tonight. They come in at 2-22 on the year. And these teams, as we said, have met up 2 times previous to this. They met up back on the 1st of September. And Gering came away with the 6-0 lead. Gering with 2 runs in the first, 1 in the second, 2 in the fifth, 1 in the sixth. They scored 6 runs on 10 hits and 1 error. Destiny Gonzalez for Gering went 2 for 3 in that game. She drove in 1 run, and Jada Schlotthauer 4 for 4 on the night, and she scored a run. But for Gering, Maddie Weiss throws a no-hitter. She goes the distance. Of course, no runs, no hits, no error. She strikes out 16 and did not walk a batter in that game back on September 1st. Then these teams met up on the 12th of September, and it was all Gering in that one. The final score there, Gering 22, Alliance 2. Gering was 7 in the first, 3 in the second, 12 runs in the third inning, 22 runs on 17 hits and 2 errors for Alliance, 2 runs on 1 hit and 5 errors. Gianni Aguilar went 3 for 4. Briley Dean went 4 for 4. Destiny Gonzalez 2 for 3. Maddie Weiss went 3 for 3. And Nikki Todd went 2 for 4. Briley Dean had a home run. Maddie Weiss 2 home runs in that game as Gering defeated Alliance 22-2 back on September 12th. Aspen Elson was the winning pitcher as she goes 3 innings, gives up 2 runs on 1 hit. She struck out 1 and walked 2. So we'll take our final break here in our pregame show and hopefully come back with some starting lineups and the first pitch here from Gering. This is the High Plains Spas and Recreation pregame show on 93.3 KMOR.
This chair is way too big. It's perfect for us. This one's tiny. That's 'cause it's mine. Hey, this chair is just right. This bed is way too hard. It's perfect for me. This bed is way too soft. Just what I needed. This bed is just right. So come on over to Leaf Heads.
Hi, I'm Michelle Perkins of Remax Regency. After branching out, I've returned home to my roots, to the land from which I came and my family has held for 5 generations.
Michelle truly understands what home means and treats you like family as she guides you through the buying and selling process, bringing the latest pricing tools that are not currently being used in this area to sell your home at the highest price in the least amount of time, and to ensure that you do not overpay when buying.
So just give me a call, kick back, Remax, and settle down.
Lady Bulldogs and the Gering Lady Bulldogs. Leading off for the Alliance team, the visitors, number 4, Morgan Mooney.
And welcome back to Oregon Trail Park here in Gering, Nebraska, as we get set for this softball contest here on a Tuesday evening. Final regular season game for Gering, and then they will get ready for sub-district play coming up next week. And for Alliance, they will have some games following this one, as they will take on Holyoke, Colorado, starting on Thursday, and then on Saturday they will take on Chadron and Chase County, and that will wrap up the regular season for Alliance as they come in at 2-22, Gering at 19-9, and 3 seniors will be playing their final game here tonight for Gering.
Number 3, Jesse Brown.
And for Gering,
Batting second, 0-0, Maddie Wheat.
they're introducing
Riley Dean.
the starting lineup for Gering.
Number 2, Gianni Aguilar. Batting fifth, number 16, Destiny Gonzalez.
Destiny Gonzalez batting 5th.
Batting sixth, number 7, Jada Schlotthauer.
Jada Schlotthauer batting
Batting seventh, number
6th.
12, Nikki Todd.
Nikki Todd batting 7th.
Number 8, Macy Schlotthauer.
And Macy Schlotthauer will be batting
Maddie Walker.
8th.
Number 1, catching will be Liz Weiss.
And Liz Weiss will be behind the plate. So our starting lineups brought to you by Western Nebraska Community College. From diplomas to degrees, it's for me. Learn more at wncc.edu. As we pause now for our national anthem. And our national anthem here tonight from Gering's Oregon Trail Park, as we are getting set for high school softball. And on the mound, it'll be Maddie Weiss for Gering. And as we said, back when these teams met on the 1st of September, Maddie Weiss threw a no-hitter in that game. As our starting lineups for Alliance, they will bat this way. Batting first and playing third base, it'll be Morgan Mooney. Batting second and playing shortstop, Alicia Brave. Batting fourth and pitching, it'll be Peyton Gibson. Brianna Houston will bat fourth. She will be at second base. Valeria Carrillo will bat fifth. She'll be in right field. Batting sixth and catching, it'll be Sierra Hudson. At first base and batting seventh, it'll be Keely Manzanek. Batting eighth and playing left field, it'll be Kimber Romick. And batting ninth and playing center field will be Brianna LaCarbo for the Alliance Lady Bulldogs. Glad you could be with us tonight on KNEB.TV and also on 93.3 KMOR as Maddie Weiss continues to take her warm-up tosses here prior to the start of this one. As we look at Gering leading off for Gering, it'll be Jessica Brown. Batting second, it'll be Maddie Weiss. In the number 4 spot for Gering, it'll be Gianni Aguilar. Following her, it'll be Destiny Gonzalez. Jada Schlotthauer. And following up in the 7th spot, it'll be Nikki Todd, followed up by Macy Schlotthauer, and Liz Weiss will bat 9th, and she will be doing the catching. So the battery tonight, Maddie Weiss and Liz Weiss for Gering. And our opening pitch is brought to you by Papa Murphy's Pizza at 2801 Avenue B in Scotts Bluff. It's love at 425 degrees. And don't forget to register for the Papa Murphy's Text Club for a sweet deal. And the first pitch to Morgan Mooney misses for ball 1. Maddie Weiss in the circle for Gering. The wind from the left-hander and a swing and a miss by Mooney. 1 ball and 1 strike just underway here this evening as our broadcast position along the first base line. 1-1 pitch as Mooney squares to bunt that one, and it goes foul out of play, and that'll make it 1 ball and 2 strikes. Weiss steps off the rubber, now steps back on. 1-2 pitch. That's hit behind home plate, and that one will get out of play just over the fence here, and the count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. Walker at third, Aguilar at short, Brown at second, Gonzalez at first for Gering. Set the outfield, Nikki Todd in left, Briley Dean in center, and Schlotthauer in right. 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss. And Mooney goes down as a strikeout victim for out number 1 here, just underway. Alliance in the blue uniforms tonight, blue tops, blue pants, white letters and numbers. Gering in the blue pants and blue jerseys with the white sleeves as Alicia Brave steps in with 1 down here in the top of the first inning. Final regular season game for Gering. And the count, no balls and 1 strike. The wind and the pitch. And that one's fouled out of play, and very quickly Brave down on the count, no balls, 2 strikes. As Alliance and Gering just underway here. The sun just setting, but of course with our broadcast position on the first base line, of course it's right in our eyes here. The 0-2 pitch from Weiss. Little fly into center field, going back and reaching up and making the catch is Briley Dean, and there's 2 down. 2 up, 2 down for Gering, and that'll bring up Peyton Gibson for the Alliance Lady Bulldogs. She'll be on the mound when Alliance takes the field, takes a big cut at the first offering from Maddie Weiss, 0-1. As you heard in our pregame, Weiss throwing a no-hitter against this Alliance team back on September 1st. The 0-1 make it 0-2 as Gibson takes a big cut at that offering from Maddie Weiss. Weiss ready. The left-hander delivers 0-2, just misses outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Coming to you tonight from our Logos broadcast booth. Logos your home for all your screen printing and embroidery needs. Shop the showroom or get something custom made at 1344 10th Street in Gering. 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss. And Alliance goes down in order in the top of the first. No score with Gering coming to bat on the Wesco scoreboard.
Find out what convenient really means at the Western Travel Terminal. Start with our great selection of food and drinks, from for real milkshakes and fresh brewed coffee to snacks and hot food. Next, check out our beer and spirits with their everyday low prices. Finally, let us work for you with our full-service gas station and automatic truck and car wash. All this can be found at 822 South Beltline in Scottsbluff. Western Travel Terminal, your convenient shopping, restaurant, and full-service gas leader.
With magnificent views and a majestic rolling landscape, Scenic Knolls Golf Course welcomes you. Located 2 miles north of Mitchell, make your way to the top course in the valley. Recent renovations and the highest quality greens in western Nebraska provide a fantastic golf experience at a terrific value. Scenic Knolls provides exciting golf for all skill levels and is where PGA Tour pro Nate Lashley got his start. After you're around or anytime you're hungry, stop into Ayala's restaurant for good food and drinks. Call today and book your tee time or go online at mitchellcity.net/recreation.
Back here at Oregon Trail Park in Gering as Alliance goes down in order to start the top of the first. And so Gering will get their turn at bat. And it'll be Jessica Brown to start things off for Gering against Peyton Gibson. First pitch. That's taken for a ball, 1-0. Peyton Gibson in the circle will set the rest of the defense for Alliance here in just a minute. Gibson ready, the 1-0, that's bunted right in front of the plate. Gibson fields, the throw over is in time to retire Brown. And 1 down for Gering here in the top of the first. And that'll bring up Maddie Weiss, batting from that left side. 1 down here in the bottom of the first inning. No score as Alliance was set down in order in the top of the first inning. We're ready to go. Gibson winds and delivers. Pitch misses high. 1-0 to Maddie Weiss. She went 1 for 4 back on September 1st, and these two teams met up. Next pitch in there for a strike. Even it up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Gibson ready. Next pitch. That's hit over the shortstop's head into left field. That gets past the left fielder. Weiss digging for 2. She will slide in and she will be safe. Weiss reaches second base, and that brings Briley Dean to the plate. So 1 out and 1 on. Maddie Weiss in scoring position at second base. Throw there in plenty of time, and they'll bring in a courtesy runner for Weiss. It'll be Haley Harder. As Haley Harder comes into the lineup. Briley Dean ready to go. She'll be followed up by Gianni Aguilar for Gering. Dean ready in that right-handed batter's box. And the right-hander Peyton Gibson ready to go. Her first pitch, that's hit on the ground. That'll get through into left field for a base hit. As Harder comes around, she comes home to score. And Gering leads it 1-0 here with one out in the bottom of the first inning. And Gianni Aguilar now trying to keep the inning going for Gering. Runner on at first. That's Briley Dean. Pitch high. Dean breaks. Now steps back. Defensively, Mooney at third, Brave at short, Houston I should say at second, and Manzanek at first. For Alliance, ball bunted back to the pitcher. Gibson can't get it out of her glove. And Dean will be safe, or check that, Aguilar will be safe at first base. And that moves Briley Dean to second. And with one out here in the bottom of the first inning, Gering with one run in. And Destiny Gonzalez at the plate, as we're situated right next to the Alliance dugout, and the coach said put her on, so that will load the bases up for Gering. And brings Jada Schlotthauer to the plate. One down, and the left-hander Jada Schlotthauer on our roster, it says she bats right and throws right. She's standing in that left-hander batter's box ready to go with the bases loaded and one down. The first pitch from Gibson swung on and missed for strike one. 1-0, Gering leads it here. Bases loaded. Next pitch, just missing high. That'll even it up at a ball and a strike. One out, bases loaded for Gering here in the bottom of the first inning. 1-1 pitch, swing, that goes foul down the first base line. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Schlotthauer ready to go. Gibson waiting. The wind and the pitch. Little grounder to second. The throw over to first. That'll retire Schlotthauer. And there's 2 down. Briley Dean comes in to score. That makes it 2-0 Gering. And that moves Aguilar up to third and Gonzalez over to second for Nikki Todd. 2-0 Gering. First pitch to Todd at the knees for strike one. Peyton Gibson pitched in the first game last Tuesday against Scotts Bluff. Took a line drive off her pitching hand, was able to stay in the game though. Next offering, little looper that falls in for a base hit into left field. 1 run scores. As coming in to score right behind her is Destiny Gonzalez. As Aguilar comes in, Gonzalez in. 4-0 Gering here with 2 outs in the bottom of the first inning. Now Macy Schlotthauer at the plate. Base is empty. Or check that, we've got a runner at second base. Nikki Todd at second base. Next pitch, just a little bit high to Macy Schlotthauer. Count evened up at 1-1. 2 outs, 4 runs home here for Gering in the bottom of the first inning. 1-1 pitch, misses high. They chase Nikki Todd back to second base. The wind and the pitch. misses high. 3 balls and 1 strike to Macy Schlotthauer. And we go to the number 9 hitter in the order, Liz Weiss. Wind, pitch missing, and that puts Schlotthauer on. And Gering now with runners at first and second. And the number 9 hitter in the order for Gering steps in. Liz Weiss with Gering with a 4-0 lead and looking for more. 2 outs. Pitch high. 1-0. Nikki Todd looks to the Alliance dugout. First base side gets the signal. The pitch in there for a strike. That'll even it up at 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 outs, 2 on. Gering on top, 4-0 here in the bottom of the first inning after Alliance was set down in order. Breaking ball in there for strike 2, and the count 1 ball, 1 strike to Liz Weiss. Peyton Gibson, the delivery hit foul third base side. Now Weiss down on the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes. So Weiss steps out of the batter's box. Ball comes back in to Peyton Gibson. Gets the signal, the wind and the pitch. As Weiss stays alive, check that on the batter. It's Maddie Walker. Maddie Walker, the batter. Maddie Walker, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Delivery from Gibson, and Walker turns on that one and drives it foul out of play. Third base side. Count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes to Maddie Walker. Gibson working slowly. Here's the pitch, swung on and missed. And Walker goes down for the 3rd out, and that ends the inning. At the bottom of 1, at the end of 1, I should say, Gering 4, Alliance nothing on the Wesco scoreboard.
Allo Communications has an exciting update on our Allo for Education program. This season alone, we have donated another $125,000 to local schools across our fiberhoods. That's over $325,000 since we started. We are committed to our communities, our schools, closing the digital divide, and building a brighter future for our students. Make the switch to Allo today and we'll donate $50 to the participating school of your choice. Allo for Education ends on September 30th, so hurry and visit us at allofiber.com/education.
Back at Oregon Trail Park, Jeff Kelly with you as we go to the top of the 2nd inning. 4-0, Gering leads it as Gering was able to bat all 9 of their hitters in the bottom of the 1st inning. And 4 runs came across for Gering. And now Maddie Weiss out there for her 2nd inning of work. It'll be 4, 5, and 6 in the Alliance order. Houston, Carrillo, and Hudson. First pitch as Houston takes a big cut at that one for strike 1. Maddie Weiss, who has been on top of her game all throughout this season. 0-1 pitch. Just missing outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Gering's won both previous meetings between these 2 teams. Won the first one 6-1, won the second one 22-2. 1-1 pitch, make it 1 ball and 2 strikes to Brianna Houston at second base for Alliance. Alliance 2 wins against 22 losses this season. The 1-2 pitch, strike 3. Houston, 3rd strikeout victim for Maddie Weiss here in this top of the 2nd inning. And here's Valeria Carrillo in right field for the Alliance Lady Bulldogs tonight. First pitch, big swing and a miss. Defensively, no changes for Gering. Todd in left, Dean in center, Schlotthauer in right. The 0-1 pitch, make it no balls and 2 strikes to Valeria Carrillo. Sierra Hudson in the on-deck circle for the Alliance Lady Bulldogs. The 0-2 just a bit high. 1 ball and 2 strikes. So Gering's regular season comes to an end here tonight. Alliance will have some games Tuesday and Saturday before their regular season comes to an end, before sub-district play starts next week. Here's the 1-2, swing and a miss. 2 up, 2 down. 4 strikeouts for Briley Dean here. She struck out 4 of the first 5 batters she's faced. Here to start this one off. And CC Hudson, we have her down as Sierra Hudson. We'll go with CC Hudson up for the first time. First pitch, swung on and missed. No balls and 1 strike. Carlos Palamo, the head coach of this Alliance Lady Bulldog softball team. Of course, Tim Gonzalez, the head coach for Gering. 0-1, make it 0-2. These Alliance players, they go up there not afraid to swing that bat. But Hudson down on the count, 0-2. 2 outs, nobody on. Gering leads it 4-0, top of the second, 0-2. As Hudson stays alive as she fouls that one straight back. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Maddie Weiss, very efficient, 22 pitches to this point in the game. Now back on the rubber. Next pitch and a off-speed pitch, and Hudson goes down, and Weiss retires Alliance in order in the top of the second. 4-0 Gering on the West Coast scoreboard.
Logos in Gering is the place to get all of your school spirit gear, personalized gifts, and promotional items for your business and employees, and banners for any special event. Logos is also the only place to stop for custom screen printing or embroidery. You can even design it yourself on their interactive website. Stop into Logos today. They'll design it, print it, and have it to you in no time. There's no job too big or small for Logos. That's Logos in Gering.
Fly United Airlines, operated by SkyWest with Western Nebraska Regional Airport. United is dedicated to going the extra mile for you with daily flights to and from Denver, along with a commitment to excellent service. Reserve your flight today, and remember, United miles can be earned and redeemed with your flights. While at the airport, stop and enjoy authentic Italian food at Roma Italian Restaurant. Plus, Hertz Thrifty Car Rental is there for your car rental needs. Make life easier, relax, and get on board with Western Nebraska Regional Airport.
4-0 Gering as we go to the bottom of the second inning. And out of the first 6 batters tonight that Maddie Weiss has faced, she has retired 5 by strikeout. Go back to the top of the order. It'll be Jessica Brown to lead things off for Gering to face Peyton Gibson. And the first pitch in there for a strike. Jessica grounded back to the pitcher back in the top of the first inning. 0-1 pitch as Brown squared the bunt, and crashing for both first and third is Moomey and Manzanek. 1-1. Gibson winds and delivers, and that pitch low, and Brown takes a big cut at that, and she's down on the count. 1 ball and 2 strikes. I'd like to welcome our viewers on KNEB.TV, Allo Channel 15, Mobius Channel 1500. 1-2 misses high. Even it up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And of course, you're listening to the game here tonight on 93.3 KMOR and KMORFM.com. This is fouled out of play right behind home plate. And the count will remain 2 balls and 2 strikes. Peyton Gibson. Next pitch. This is lined. It's just going to go foul down the left field line. Started out in fair territory and then took that hard left turn and fell into foul territory. And the count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. 1, 2, and 3 in the Gering order. 2-2 pitch, just missing. And the count now runs full to Jessica Brown. 3 balls and 2 strikes. No outs, nobody on here in the bottom of the second inning. 4-0 Gering. Off-speed pitch. Brown stays alive. 3-2. Peyton Gibson, 32 pitches to this point in the game. She's ready to go. Payoff pitch. Brown stays alive as she drives that one foul out of play. All of the Gering girls with pink ribbons in their hair tonight. Gibson waiting. Once again, 3-2 pitch. And that one's going to reach foul territory off the top of the fence. And Jessica Brown battling in there tonight. Stayed alive as she's fouled off the last 3 pitches. And the count 3 balls and 2 strikes. Once again, off-speed pitch, a little fly into left field. This will fall in front of Romick in left field. And Jessica Brown on safe at first base as she battled Peyton Gibson and was able to get on base, and that'll bring up Maddie Weiss up for the second time. Left-handed hitting. Maddie Weiss had a double her first time up. First pitch drives that one into right field as the right fielder Carrillo looks up and watches it leave. A home run for Maddie Weiss. 2 more runs in for Gering, and Gering now leads it 6-0 as Maddie Weiss with the 2-run home run over the right field fence. And Gering on top, 6-0 here with no outs in the bottom of the second inning. As Briley Dean steps in. Briley 1 for 1 on the evening. First pitch in there for strike 1. In the 22-2 win, Maddie Weiss had 2 home runs in that game. Gets one here tonight. Off-speed pitch. 1 ball and 1 strike. One ball and 1 strike to Briley Dean. No outs. Gering on top, 6-0. Once again, the off-speed missing high for a ball. 2 balls and 1 strike. So home plate umpire talking to Alliance pitcher Peyton Gibson. Two balls and a strike. Wind in the pitch. This is in the air. Left field. Romick will come in. She'll reach up and make the catch. And there's one down. So after the home run by Maddie Weiss, Briley Dean flies out to left field, and that'll bring up Gianni Aguilar. Gering on top, 6-0. Aguilar ready to go. Gibson ready to go. The wind and the pitch. As Aguilar trying to bunt her way on. Bunts it foul out of play. 0-1. Destiny Gonzalez on deck for the Gering Lady Bulldogs. 19-9 on the season, looking for win number 20. The 0-1 misses low. 1 ball and 1 strike. Gibson ready to go. Next pitch. And Aguilar stays alive as that's Ripped foul out of play, third base side. Nice crowd on hand, a lot of lawn chairs and blankets as the sun has gone down, or at least gone behind the monument. Temperature now down to 74 degrees, but a nice crowd on hand. 1-2 pitch. In there for a ball. 2 balls and 2 strikes. People sitting beyond the left field fence. Off-speed pitch, 3 balls and 2 strikes now. To Gianni Aguilar with 1 out in the bottom of the second inning. A 2-run homer by Matty Weiss has given us 6 runs here in this contest for Gering. Aguilar fouls it off to stay alive at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Payoff pitch, just missing. And a walk given up to Aguilar. And here's Destiny Gonzalez at the plate. And for the second time here tonight, reached base, came around and scored the 4th run for Gering in the bottom of the first inning. First pitch swung on. Foul out of play. No balls and 1 strike. Gering, their final home game of the season, final regular season game. They'll have some time off before the sub-districts start next week. Pitch high, even it up at a ball and a strike. One pitch, hit on the ground towards short. That'll be fielded by Brave. She'll go to second, and that will retire Aguilar for the second out of the inning. So 2 down as Gonzalez reaches base. And here's Jada Schlotthauer, now the designated player. Up for the second time here tonight. Stands deep in that batter's box. She grounded back to the pitcher first time up. First pitch to her is a ball. 1-0. As she stands deep in the batter's box and runs up. Takes a big cut at the next pitch. 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 outs. 1 on for Gering. They lead it 6-0. Here's a little swing and a base hit into center field for Schlotthauer. That goes into center field for a base hit, and now with 2 down, Gering with runners on at first and second for Nikki Todd. Nikki up for the second time here this evening. First pitch misses for ball 1. Nikki 1 for 1 on the night. Base hit back in the bottom of the first inning. Next pitch, a strike. Even it up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Gering now on their 7th hitter up in this evening. In this inning, they sent 9 batters to the plate back in the first. Here's one down the third base line and just goes foul. Mooney over there. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Nikki Todd. Next pitch, that's driven foul, third base side. We'll do it all over again at 1 ball and 1 strike. Changes defensively, none for Alliance here in the bottom of the second inning. Gonzalez at second, Schlotthauer at first for Gering. A 2-run homer already in this second inning off the bat of Matty Weiss. Here's the 1-2 pitch. That one's hit foul right into the fence, right in front of our broadcast position here along the first base side. A lot of expensive equipment guarded by a fence. It's a good thing. The 1-2 pitch, and Nikki Todd on the off-speed pitch goes down for the third out of the inning. But Gering gets 2 on the 2-run homer by Matty Weiss, and after 2 complete, 6-0 Gering on the West Coast scoreboard.
Who is Hydrotex? Hydrotex manufactures and distributes over 300 different high-performance lubricants, including fuel conditioners, hydraulic and transmission fluid, and more. We've been helping customers improve their operations for more than 80 years with products made in the USA. We sell directly to customers and can even deliver right to your door to offer excellent service and value. Our products are made to exceedingly extend drain and grease intervals to reduce maintenance and labor costs to improve the budget. Whether you're in a factory, farm fleet, or like to go fast, Hydrotex is here to help. Visit your local Hydrotex dealer in person or online today.
And welcome back to Oregon Trail Park here in Gering. 6-0 Alliance as we go to the third inning here. And for Alliance, it'll be 7, 8, 9 in the order. Keeley, Manzanek, Romick, and LaCarbo to face Maddie Weiss on for her third inning of work. And the first pitch misses low in the dirt for ball 1. Weiss has retired 5 of the first 6 hitters that she's faced in the Alliance order. Set Alliance down in the top of the second on 3 strikeouts. 1-0 pitch, misses high. And this is really the first batter that Maddie Weiss has fallen behind. 2 balls, no strikes.
Bring one in there,
Steps back. Back on the rubber. 2-0 pitch. Finds the strike zone there. 2 balls and a strike. Two balls, 1 strike. Swung on and missed. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Keeley Manzanek.
Here we go, 3, come on, let's get one now.
Up there for the first time tonight. Weiss the left hand of the 2-2 pitch. And Manzanek stays alive at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Pick one and drive it, let's go.
Weiss steps off, now steps back on. 2-2 pitch. Just missing. 3 balls and 2 strikes. So after starting off, this hitter with 2 balls came back, fired across 2 strikes, and now looking at a full count. The left-hander delivers, and that one fouled out of play. And the Alliance first baseman stays alive at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Kimber Romick on deck for the Alliance Lady Bulldogs. Payoff pitch from Maddie Weiss. And Manzanek stays alive at 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Drive through it.
Count full. No outs, nobody on for Alliance here in the top of the third. Payoff pitch once again, and that's fair down the first base line. And the first hit given up by Maddie Weiss here tonight as Keeley Manzanek hits it down the first base line, and probably the toughest batter that Maddie Weiss has faced as she started off 0-2 on that batter. Here's Kimber Romick, first pitch, fouled straight back. 0-1. Romick, the left fielder for Alliance here tonight, batting in the number 8 hole. Liz Weiss, the catcher, Maddie Weiss, the pitcher for Gering. The 0-1. And the runner goes, and Manzanek in safe at second base. There's a late throw down from Liz Weiss. And Manzanek in scoring position at second base. 1 ball, 1 strike. The count to Kimber Romick. No outs here in the top of the third. That bunted to Weiss. She fields cleanly, fires over to first. And there's 1 down, but the sacrifice moves Manzanek over to third base with one out. And the number 9 hitter in the order, Brianna LaCarbo, at the plate for Alliance. A little something going here in the top of the third inning. First pitch as she squares the bunt, lays it down right in front of the plate as the first baseman has to come off and field. The throw home is not in time, and Manzanek gets Alliance on the board. As the bunt was fielded by Gonzalez, Brown was covering it first. They got the out at first base. So 2 down. We'll go back to the top of the order for Morgan Mooney. For the second time tonight, struck out the first time she was up. And Maddie Weiss starts her off with a pitch high for ball 1. 6-1. Gering leads it by 5. 4 in the first, 2 in the second. 1-0. Mooney fouls it out of play. 1 ball, 1 strike to Morgan Mooney. 2 outs here in the top of the third inning. Alliance with a run home. Weiss ready to go. Left-hander winds and delivers. Strike 2. Weiss giving up her first hit here in the third inning. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. And that'll do it for Alliance here in the third inning. But they get a run across, and after 2.5, Gering 6, Alliance 1 on the West Coast scoreboard.
Hey, I've been hanging out here a long time outside of Panhandle Auto Group, and boy, do they have a great selection of vehicles.
And their sales team is great to work with, and you can also get your vehicle serviced and detailed too.
Welcome to Panhandle Auto. This is Sam Serta, General Sales Manager. It has been our pleasure to serve you for the past 2 years. At Panhandle Auto, we have a seat for everybody. Whether you need a vehicle for yourself, a son or daughter, our team will go above and beyond to satisfy your needs and even your dreams. So again, thank you from Sam Serta, General Sales Manager at Panhandle Auto, for allowing us to earn your business. At Panhandle Auto,
it's time for something different.
At Platte Valley Bank, we believe it shouldn't cost you money to access your money. That's why we offer free ATMs anytime, anywhere. Whether you are across town or traveling abroad, there won't be an added expense to access the funds in your Platte Valley Bank account. Free ATMs are just one of the great benefits of banking with us. Stop by to talk to one of our friendly associates to discuss what else Platte Valley Bank has to offer.
Number 8, Macy Schroeder.
Go to the bottom of the third inning here from Oregon Trail Park. 8, 9, and 1 in the order for Gering, as Maddie Schlotthauer will lead things off for Gering. Left-handed hitter, looking for her first hit on the night. Next pitch, missing. And Schlotthauer heading the count, 2 balls and no strikes. Gering on top, 6-1. Off-speed pitch, misses. And the count, 3 balls and no strikes to the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the third inning. Schlotthauer, once again, the off-speed pitch. Schlotthauer not quite sure, but that ball is called ball 4. So Schlotthauer on 4 straight pitches works Peyton Gibson for the walk. As Maddie Walker at the plate. Now for the second time here this evening, she's 0 for 1. Struck out her first time out in the first pitch from Peyton Gibson. In there for a strike. No balls and 1 strike. And we'll go back to the top of the order. Next pitch. Missing high. 1 ball and 1 strike. Schlotthauer on at first. No outs here in the bottom of the third inning. The wind and the pitch, that's bunted down the first base line. Gibson fields, she won't have any place to go. They've got the runner hung up between second and third, and Schlotthauer tagged out at third base as she tried to go from second to third. And she will stay on at first base, and Mooney down along the third base line. As a hard slide by Schlotthauer. And Mooney slow to get up on the third base line. Now the head coach for Alliance, Carlos Palamo, come out and take a look at his third baseman. Hard slide by Schlotthauer. And we'll see if Mooney stays in the game. She says she's okay. Schlotthauer remains on at third base. And apparently when in the hard slide, the ball came out of the glove of Mooney. So she's on, Schlotthauer on safe at third after the walk, and that gives Gering runners at the corners. And now Gering head coach Tim Gonzalez talking to the home plate umpire. Back to the action. And back to the top of the order for Jessica Brown. For the third time here tonight. Gering leads it 6-1 here in the bottom of the third inning. Jessica Brown 1 for 2, and now they're going to give the walk to Brown, and that will load the bases up for Gering here with no outs in the bottom of the third inning, and Maddie Weiss up there with the bases loaded as she cranked a 2-run homer out back in the second inning. Left-handed hitter, first pitch misses high for a ball. Bases loaded, no outs here in the bottom of the third inning for Gering. The 1-0 pitch. This is in the air, center field. Going back, and that one will be off the fence. Schlotthauer scores. Walker rounds third. Right behind her is Brown. And the double by Maddie Weiss clears the bases for Gering, and they now lead it 9-1 with no outs here in the bottom of the third inning. Haley Harder will come back in as the courtesy runner for Maddie Weiss. So 3 runs home as Maddie Weiss with her third hit of the night. And that includes the 2-run homer. That one she drove to the wall in center field, and that cleared the bases. Briley Dean now the batter for Gering. First pitch. This is in the air. Right center field. This will go up against the fence. Harder, she'll be waved home as the ball comes in, and Gering on top now 10-1 as Briley Dean with an RBI double. So after giving up a couple of walks, Maddie Walker with a hit and Weiss with a double. Briley Dean followed that up with a double as Gianni Aguilar at the plate. No outs here in the bottom of the third inning. First pitch in there for a strike. Big play at third base in this inning as Schlotthauer was between second and third, and a hard slide knocked the ball loose from the third baseman. As the 0-1 pitch fouled back by Aguilar. No balls and 2 strikes. Gering on top, 10-1 here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Gibson ready. Next pitch. That hits Aguilar. And the first batter hit by a pitch here tonight. And Gering now with runners on it. 1st and 2nd and no outs. 10-1. Gering on top. Destiny Gonzalez will step in for Gering.
Batter number 16, Destiny Gonzalez.
Destiny up for the 3rd time here tonight. First pitch from Gibson misses high for a ball. Destiny 0 for 1 tonight. And they're checking the elbow of Aguilar at first base. Gibson getting the sign. We're ready to go here. 1-0 pitch. Make it 2-0. That pitch high to Gonzalez. Jada Schlotthauer on deck for Gering. 2-0, off speed in there for a strike. 2 balls and a strike to Destiny Gonzalez. 10-1, I should say. Gering on top. Gibson winds and delivers. Once again, the off speed just missing. 3 balls and a strike. Gibson 75 pitches. And we're in the bottom of the 3rd inning here. 3 balls, 1 strike. Pitch in the air to the second baseman. Houston fields that one cleanly. And that's the first out here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Runners stay set at 2nd and 1st. Aguilar at 1st. Dean at 2nd for Gering. And Jada Schlotthauer at the plate for the Gering Lady Bulldogs. First pitch. Misses low. 1-0 to Schlotthauer. She's 1 for 2 on the night. Grounded out back in the 1st inning. Next pitch inside for a ball. 2 balls and no strikes. Gering on top, 10-1 here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. The wind and the pitch. Schlotthauer fouls that one straight back. 2 balls and a strike. Gering with runners on it, 1st and 2nd. 4 runs home here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. 2-1 pitch. Make it 3 balls and a strike now to Schlotthauer. Up for the 3rd time here in the contest. Here's the next pitch from Gibson. Just missing. And Schlotthauer draws the walk. And the base is now loaded for Gering here with 1 out in the bottom of the 3rd inning. And Nikki Todd now the batter. Nikki with a strikeout her last time up. The first pitch at the knees for a strike. 0-1. Fouls off the next pitch, and she's down on the count. No balls and 2 strikes. 1 out. Bases loaded once again for Gering. They lead it by 9, 10-1 here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. 0-2 pitch on the ground. That's a base hit into left field. Dean scores. Aguilar around 3rd. She'll come home to score. 12-1 Gering in the bottom of the 3rd inning with only 1 out. And Nikki Todd with a base hit, and Gering still with runners at 1st and 2nd. for Macy Schlotthauer. Schlotthauer walked her last time up, pitch high, runner goes down to third. That throw gets past the third baseman. And Schlotthauer comes in to score. And Gering now on top. 13-1. Next pitch to Schlotthauer is a ball, 1-0. Todd moves to second base on that throwing error. Pitch down low in the dirt. Todd breaks from third. She slides in safe at third base. And a nice throw down by the Alliance catcher Hudson. Brave was covering, but a nice hard slide by Nikki Todd, and she's in safe at third base. 1 out, 3 balls, no strikes, the count. Schlotthauer takes a big cut at the 3-0, fouls it out of play. And the count now 3 balls and a strike. 13-1, Gering on top here with 1 out in the bottom of the third inning. Todd at third base. Here's one on the ground. Brave fields it on the hop, fires over to first. Todd stays put at third base. And we go. It's Maddie Walker now, the batter. Two down here in the bottom of the third inning. First pitch to Walker, hit on the ground, foul down the third base line, just going foul. Looked good till it got to the base. And Maddie Walker rips that one foul. Third base side, no balls and a strike. Walker 1 for 2 tonight. Struck out her first time up back in the first inning. Off-speed pitch, that's hit in the air. Foul territory. Mooney coming over to the Gering dugout and reached over the fence to try and get it, and now she's down on the ground once again. And may have tweaked that right ankle a little bit. Maybe stepped on some uneven ground over there, and she's going to stay in the game. She nods her head to the Alliance dugout first base side, says, I'm okay. She's already been down once on a hard slide into third base, but a nice hustle play there. She tried to field that pop-up in foul territory. Hit off the roof of the dugout. No balls and 2 strikes to Maddie Walker. Nikki Todd on at third base for the Gering Lady Bulldogs. And Peyton Gibson wants the catcher go through the signs once again as she winds and delivers, and Walker fouls it out of play. And the count remains 0-2. 13-1, Gering on top. Gibson ready. Next pitch, swung on and missed, and Maddie Walker strikes out, and that will do it for the third inning. 13-1, Gering leads it on the West Coast scoreboard.
Box Butte General Hospital continues our mission to lead and innovate in healthcare delivery and community wellness. But this isn't just a hospital. This is home to exceptional patient care. This is the greatest place to work, receive care, and practice medicine. This is innovation in action. This is community wellness. This is where specialty clinics fit your needs. This is where a friendly smile, a warm hand, and an empathetic ear exist to care for you. We are Box Butte General Hospital. This is us. Great things are happening here since 1976.
When you call Gering Valley Plumbing and Heating, you will have options. Repair it, rebuild it, or update it. Whether your furnace stops working or your bathtub won't drain, Gering Valley Plumbing and Heating provides the services you need to be comfortable. Weekends, holidays, or late nights, we will be there. With over 30 years of service, our certified technicians and cutting-edge technology can keep your systems running at their peak efficiency. Gering Valley Plumbing and Heating, every time we enter your home, we leave it a better place to live.
Gering, as Gering gets their 20th win on the season as they defeat Alliance 13-1 is your final score. We will come back with the Runza post-game show, but once again your final score, Gering 13, Alliance 1 on the West Coast scoreboard.
At TC & More in Scottsbluff, we have toys and puzzles for your children, or they make a great gift. TC & More has craft activities, pretend play toys, and dozens of puzzles and games for all ages. We also have the largest supply of Melissa and Doug toys, and we still carry all of your classroom essentials. Remember to like TC & More on Facebook. TC & More, 1621 Broadway, beautiful downtown Scottsbluff. At TC & More in Scottsbluff, we believe it's the little things that make your house a home. Start with home decor. Brighten up any room in your house with flags, wall decorations, and custom art pieces. Next, brighten up your wardrobe with clothing and accessories like jewelry and purses from the Myra collection. And remember, seniors and military members receive an additional 10% discount. Visit our website, tcandmore.com, and like us on Facebook, TC & More, 1621 Broadway, beautiful downtown Scottsbluff.
Seth Cobalt and Lindsay Matthews are the professionals you want us to be.
Your final score here tonight in Gering at Gering's Oregon Trail Park. The final regular season game for the Gering Lady Bulldogs, and they get it done in 3 innings as they defeat Alliance here tonight. Your final score, Gering 13, Alliance 1. Gering with 4 runs in the first inning. They jump out to a 4-0 lead. They add 2 more in the second inning, and that came off the bat of Maddie Weiss as she hits a 2-run home run over the right field wall for those 2 runs. And at that point, Gering led 6-0. Alliance came back with a run in the top of the 3rd inning to make it 6-1, but then Gering closes it out with 7 runs in the bottom of the 3rd inning to win 13-1. For Gering, 13 runs on 11 hits. They did commit 2 errors. And for Alliance, 1 run on no hits is Maddie Weiss with a no-hitter here tonight, and 1 error for Alliance. So Alliance drops to 2-23 on the year, and for Gering, they go to 20-9 on the season in their final regular season game as they will get ready for sub-district play. Well, this is the Runza post-game show. Runza doesn't like to think of themselves as just another restaurant in town. They'd like to think of themselves as part of the community. Runza with locations in Scottsbluff and Gering. 13-1, Gering wins it on a no-hitter by Maddie Weiss on the West Coast scoreboard.
At Platte Valley Bank, we believe it shouldn't cost you money to access your money. That's why we offer free ATMs anytime, anywhere. Whether you are across town or traveling abroad, there won't be an added expense to access the funds in your Platte Valley Bank account. Free ATMs are just one of the great benefits of banking with us. Stop by to talk to one of our friendly associates to discuss what else Platte Valley Bank has to offer.
Hydrozen. Unplug and recharge. What is Hydrozen? It's total body relaxation. It's total body recharge. It's floating weightless on water. Floating your aches, pains, stresses, and worries away. Hydrozen is a revolutionary new therapy using Epsom salt saturated water as a way to relax and rejuvenate your body. And it's now available in Scottsbluff. It is for most ages and has many benefits to the mind and body. Visit hydrozenfloat.com or call us at 308-63-FLOAT.
Allo Communications has an exciting update on our Allo for Education program. This season alone, we have donated another $125,000 to local schools across our fiberhoods. That's over $325,000 since we started. We are committed to our communities, our schools, closing the digital divide, and building a brighter future for our students. Make the switch to Allo today and we'll donate $50 to the participating school of your choice. Allo for Education ends on September 30th, so hurry and visit us at allofiber.com/education.
Inning, those came as a result of a 2-run homer by Maddie Weiss over the right field wall. So for Maddie Weiss here tonight, as we said, she goes the 3 innings and had 6 strikeouts tonight, did not walk a batter, and gave up only 1 run. And she is the winning pitcher here tonight. And for Alliance, Peyton Gibson, with 3 innings, she gave up 13 runs on 11 hits. She struck out 3 and walked 6. We'll come back and name our Taco John's player of the game. Really no surprise. I'm sure everyone can kind of guess who our Taco John's player of the game is as we await head coach Tim Gonzalez here on our Runs of Post game show. But once again, your final score, Gering 13, Alliance 1 on the West Coast scoreboard.
Arthritis. It works fast and you won't stink.
No word in the English language is less convincing than probably.
Are you sure we should get matching tattoos on our first date?
Sure.
Well, they come in at third base like that. It just starts around punching.
Oregon Trail Park, Gering gets their 20th win on the season against 9 losses as they defeat Alliance. 13-1 was your final score here tonight. And for Gering, as we look down the box score, Brown went 1 for 2 on the night. Maddie Weiss, as we said, 3 for 3 on the night, 5 RBIs, 2 of those coming off of a 2-run homer. Briley Dean tonight, 2 for 3, 2 RBIs for her. Nikki Todd, 2 for 3. She drives in 4 runs as a Gering with 13 runs on 11 hits here tonight. Well, the play of the game is brought to you by Taco John's of Scottsbluff and Gering. Make Taco John's a game day tradition by unwrapping the original before or after every game. And really no surprise, our Taco John's play of the game, Maddie Weiss, as she throws the no-hitter. Maddie Weiss goes 3 for 3, a 2-run homer, and Gering goes to 20-9 on the season. Their next action will be in the sub-district play that will start next week, most likely at Scottsbluff. Of course, that won't be made official until probably sometime early next week. So Gering, though, finishes the season off strong with a 13-3 win over Alliance here tonight. And for the season, Gering defeats Alliance 3 times. They beat them 22-2, and then they also defeated them 6-0 back on September 1st. And in that game back on September 1st, Maddie Weiss with a no-hitter against Gering, against Alliance, I should say, struck out 16 in that game. And tonight, as she started this game out, she struck out 5 of the first 6 batters that she faced here tonight. But she comes away with the no-hitter against Alliance for the second time this season, and also helps her own cause with a 2-run home run here tonight. So Gering goes to 20-9 on the season, and for Alliance, they now drop to 2-23 on the year. They will have some more regular season action here this season. They will play Thursday, and then they will finish up their season on Saturday before they start sub-district play, and that sub-district will include Scottsbluff, Gering, Alliance, and Chadron will also be in that sub-district that will start next week. But Gering gets the win here tonight by a final score of 13-1 is your final score. On the Alliance side of the ledger, of course, no hit tonight, so really nobody to really talk about on the Alliance side. But they did score 1 run as Keely Manzanek was able to score the lone run for Alliance here tonight. But just an outstanding performance by Maddie Weiss here tonight as she throws the second no-hitter on the season against Alliance, and also cranks out a 2-run homer that came in the second inning for Gering as they go to 20-9 on the season as we await head coach Tim Gonzalez. Hopefully he didn't get away from us, but still waiting for him to make his way over here, and here he comes. So we will hand the mic to him. Appreciate you stopping by, Coach. You really didn't mess around tonight, did you? You kind of, from the word go, you kind of really stepped on the gas.
Yeah, that's been this week of practice. We've just been trying to shore everything up with hitting and fielding, pitching, and we got sub-districts here next week, and we're just trying to give our best effort and put our best team on the field.
And I think you really did that here tonight. Your team really came out, hit the ball very well. Started out a little bit slow, only 4 runs in the top of the first inning, but really you were in control from the word go. What kind of things did you tell your girls going into the game tonight?
Well, we know that their pitcher throws a lot of off-speed stuff, and so we've been working on off speed. We've been working on hitting the fastball, and so we just pretty much just said, whatever she throws, let's adjust at the plate. We don't have to just go 1, 2, 3 swing, and in that way we've got multiple pitches in there, and let's get adjusted to where we can touch the ball. And the girls did exactly what we've been practicing.
And I'm sure it's no surprise your pitcher tonight, Maddie Weiss, was just lights out on the mound. She struck out 5 of the first 6 batters she faced. She really only faced a little bit of trouble when Alliance got the run, I think, in the 3rd inning. But, I'm sure you've given all the superlatives about Maddie this season. But, in addition to what she did on the mound, a 2-run homer that, really helped her cause. How much of a lift does she give this entire team?
Well, Maddie's just the type of kid that could change the game at any second, any pitch, no matter where we're at. If she's in the box, if somebody really wants to throw at her, she can she adjusts very well in the box. And her pitching, we've been working. She's been working hard, and tonight she was just throwing super hard tonight. I wish I had a clock on her tonight. So even the catcher was like, "Man, my hand, it's hurting." So. she was definitely bringing it tonight.
What kind of goals did your team have coming into the season as the regular season comes to an end? What kind of goals did you meet here as the regular season comes to an end? What goals are still out there?
As a regular season, we always are trying to just improve game by game. I think we start a little slow, and we start to build momentum. This year was different. The whole year has been different. COVID and just everywhere we go, there's different things going on. But we hit a point in the middle, or maybe mid-season where things didn't look right, and so we went back to the drawing boards and have got readjusted. And our team is very young, and so we've got a lot of sophomores, some freshmen, a few juniors, and a few seniors. And so just where we're at now is probably the best point where we could be setting up for sub-district. And our goal is to go out and win sub-district and move on.
And you've got a nice break between now and when sub-districts start.
Yeah. So we got from here to Monday, so we can get. We've had some ankle injuries. My daughter Destiny Gonzalez has a smashed thumb, and she's still out grinding tonight. And so, and just girls are beat up at this point of the season. And so, this little break will a little bit of practice and keep things going and be ready for sub-district.
All right, that comes up next. Coach, we appreciate you stopping by. An impressive performance tonight.
All right, thank you.
All right, Tim Gonzalez joins us here on the Runs a Post-Game Show as Gering gets the win, 13-1 over Alliance to go to 20-9 on the season. So that'll wrap things up. I'd like to thank the KNEB.TV crew here tonight. TJ was here, Chad was here, and from Gering's Oregon Trail Park, I'm Jeff Kelly. Good evening, everyone.
Hey, I've been hanging out here a long time outside of Panhandle Auto Group, and boy, do they have a great selection of vehicles.
And their sales team is great to work with, and you can also get your vehicle serviced and detailed too.
Welcome to Panhandle Auto. This is Sam Serta, General Sales Manager. It's been our pleasure to serve you for the past 2 years. At Panhandle Auto, we have a seat for everybody. Whether you need a vehicle for yourself, a son, or daughter, our team will go above and beyond to satisfy your needs and even your dreams. So again, thank you from Sam Serta, General Sales Manager.